Hello, in this video I will talk on the fileIO writing into the file. So for this one, in this video I will use the PrintWriter class. So I will say PrintWriter, and as you see, Java imports PrintWriter under the Java IO PrintWriter, and let me name this fout. Okay, and now let's create an object. So I say fout equals the new keyword and print writer. Okay, and we have several constructors. So I will use the output stream. So file output stream. Okay. Um, so here I use the anonymous object. So new the constructor file output stream. Okay, file output stream, and I will use this constructor which takes a string file name. Okay, so let me just do this so that you can see it. Okay, yeah, let me do this. So file output stream, and let's give a name. So I will say output.txt. This txt extension really doesn't matter, so it can be anything, but so it is by convention that for the text files we put txt, but it could be anything. Okay, so let me do this. So what does it say? The problem is unhandled exception, file not found exception. So basically this constructor may throw exception. So we can either throw the exception in the main method, or we can handle it. So now let's handle it. Okay, so we put that. So because this is the one which may throw the exception, so we put that in the try and catch. So try. Actually, let me do this. Okay, try and catch here. Okay, and so we said it may throw the file not found exception. Okay, file not found exception. We need to catch it here. File not found exception, and let me just say E. Okay, so here basically if the file, this file exists already, it will open the file and it will clear all the contents. So all the previous content will be gone if we do this. If the file does not exist, then it will create a new one. So now why should we care about the if file not found? If there is no file, it will create. Basically this name is, so it is named poorly. So file not found actually means the file cannot be opened for some reason. Okay, so it cannot be opened. Maybe the file might be not readable, or it may be so the system may not allow you to create a new file. So whatever the reason, if it cannot be opened, then it throws this exception. So here let's give a message to the user. So system out print line file cannot be opened. Okay, and then we can just terminate the program here. Okay, system exit. Okay, so we handled that in here, and here if this does not throw the exception, the catch will be skipped, and then we will come to here. And so here it means the file is open. So we can say fout, okay, fout, and then we just print. So similarly, system out print line. So we say print line. Okay. Let's say hello. Okay. Now what does it say? The local variable fout may not have been initialized. It is because if this throws an exception, so we may not assign anything to fout. Okay, so we need to initialize this because this is a class type. So let's initialize this to null. Okay. Okay. So we say hello. So it prints out, and then after we are done by writing, let's close it. Close the stream. Okay. Okay. Now let's see what happens. If I run this program, okay. So what happened? So there is, let me show that there is nothing on the console, output console, because we did not write anything on the console. We put it in the file. But where is the file? We cannot see it. Okay. Actually, we need to refresh this one. So I just right click here. Okay. Let me do this so that you can see it. I right click, refresh. Probably still you may not see it, but it is right here in the Eclipse. Refresh. Okay, output is right here, output.txt. Let me double click on it. Okay, it says hello. And now let me say Bilal Gonen. Okay, so now let's see what happens. If I run it, so I give the same name. Okay, so the same file is opened and the previous one is gone. So previously we had hello, and let's see what we have. Hello is gone. Now we have Bilal Gonen. I may have some other, so I can have multiple. So let's say goodbye. Okay. So if I just run it, okay, it says Bilal Gonen and goodbye. So as you see, we opened the file here, and then the parameter was, so this takes one parameter. The parameter is object of file output stream. We don't need to assign it to object. We can just use anonymous object, and then this takes a string, which is the file name, and then we pass this object to the as the parameter of this constructor, PrintWriter constructor, and then we create it. So that's all for today. Have a nice day.